done here. Good morning.
Good morning. A very good morning to you all on this Saturday, the day before the beginning of Advent, something which we look forward to very much indeed.
Yes.
It's all very exciting stuff. Now, we opened with the carol Angels from the Realms of Glory because we want to highlight They Sang. And They Sang is our series of Saturday morning reflective services for Advent. And each of the 4 Saturday mornings focuses on one of the songs in the nativity stories in the Gospels. So the 4 are the Benedictus, the Magnificat, the Nunc Dimittis, and, as we've just heard, the Gloria in Excelsis, sung by the angels. Now, the first of our reflective services for Advent starts this morning, and that will be at Appledore. The week after we go to Rovenden.
Yes.
Where do we go the third week?
Wittersham.
Wittersham, the third week. And finally, we round things off at Tenterden Church. Each of the reflective services will begin at 9 o'clock in the morning, end at 9:30 a.m, and then that will be followed by breakfast for those who wish to stay. Now, most of the breakfast will take place in our churches. The one exception to this is the Rovenden one, where breakfast will be eaten in the Star. And you must, if you want a breakfast in the Star on that Saturday, you must book up in advance. So get in touch with us very early next week.
Yes, by Monday.
By the latest.
By
Monday, the latest.
Yes.
Okay.
If you're coming this morning, the breakfast is sat over in the corner ready for us to run very soon down to Appledore and set everything up.
Yes,
so,
exactly. So there we are.
yes,
So
croissants,
that's They Sang.
toast.
And and should be good.
It should be
series of
very good.
services.
Yes,
So do
indeed.
come along.
Be wonderful. Right. The main opener today on Connect Up is all about this mighty tome. This is our lectionary, and these are what we use for our Sunday worship readings. Now, the lectionary, there is actually a lectionary for every day of the year. We don't just randomly select what it is we're going to read, but if you want to find out more about why we have certain readings on certain days, and the choices that are available to us as a church, have a look at the main lead item in today's Connect Up. It tells you all about it, and also, as of course, we're doing it this weekend because tomorrow sees the start of a new church year, and our gospel for this year is St. Matthew. So we've been doing Luke for the last year, and this year we start with Matthew. So all of our churches have some form of lectionary, and these are what we use to do our readings. So in fact, Matthew takes us right back to the beginning.
I think there'll be a bit on Matthew tomorrow, Sunday.
There is, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes, tomorrow's Connect Up.
Right,
So
and
there we
onwards to today's worship, the usual online diet of beginning and ending the day with God, of course, plus They Sang, of which we were talking a few moments ago, and then listed in Connect Up, of course, today are all tomorrow's services across our group of 9 churches.
One service to mention specifically for tomorrow is the Advent Carol service. That's going to be taking place at Tenterden Church at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Everyone is very warmly invited to come along and to join in some of our favourite Advent hymns and songs. The choir are going to be there as well, so do come along to Tenterden Church at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
Seasonal refreshments.
Oh yes, seasonal refreshments. Could be your
Afterwards.
first mince pie of the year.
Exactly. Right, the Christmas cheer and Christmas big wrap appeals continue. Although I think we are actually getting towards the closure date, aren't we?
Yeah, we've got a couple more weeks.
Couple more weeks, yeah.
But, yeah.
So give that some thought, Christmas cheer and Christmas big wrap. There's information about those appeals in today's Connect Up, which brings us very neatly then to coming down the tracks.
Yes, indeed. And the first thing in coming down the tracks today is a reminder about our Advent group. We had a very successful first meeting last Wednesday, and we're joined by our friends and colleagues from the Methodist Church, the Baptist Church, and St Andrew's Catholic Church in Tenterden. And between us all, and the congregations of all of our churches, we are going to be keeping this Advent and running candles in the dark. So if you'd like to come along, it doesn't matter if you were unable to make last week. If you'd like to come along this week, then please do come along to Tenterden Church at 7 o'clock on Wednesday evening.
Yeah.
Right, next up,
What have we got?
coffee morning.
Today, the Royal British Legion Coffee Morning, located in St Mildred's Church. That will be up and running from 10:30, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit different today because it's forming part. There's a Christmas market actually
yes.
in the church today in aid of
Coming
the
to
Big
Tenterden
Wrap.
Church for that.
And so the British Legion Coffee Morning is taking place alongside that, so kind of with it, which is rather lovely. So come and have a cup of tea or coffee, have a look around the craft stalls and support the Royal British Legion and the Big Wrap.
Yeah, that's good. Cappuccinos are coffee morning for those who've been recently bereaved. That will next take place on the 3rd of December.
There's a quality used book sale which is going to be taking place at St Andrew's Roman Catholic Church. All the books that are sold, proceeds of which will go to support the work of the Schoolhouse Larder. So there are various times next Saturday and next Sunday. So do check out Connect Up coming down the tracks to see when it is those that bookshop or that bookstore will be open.
Sunday lunches, next Sunday lunch will be on the 4th of December. So if you would like to come to that, if you live alone, then do get in touch with Caroline or sign the list in Tenterden Church and stick your name down.
All are welcome and it's very delicious.
A £5 gets you a 2-course lunch
Yes.
and unbelievable company.
It will, definitely.
That's in a good way.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And on Wednesday the 14th, the Wednesday Lunch Club will also be meeting in the Tenterden Church Hall. That's with Mary Monkton. It is a week earlier than usual. All are welcome, or all those who live alone are welcome to come along for that lunch. That one is £4 and equally wonderful company.
There's information about our 2 forthcoming quiet days, the first in January of next year and the second in November. We are taking bookings for the January one, so do go into Connect Up, see what it's about, and if you like the sound of it, put your name down.
Excellent. Now, if you prefer Zoom, On the Way to Bethlehem is the theme of a Deanery Advent Quiet Day. It's going to be on Friday the 9th of December from 10 till 4 and is going to be led by the Reverend Jane Horton. Now, if you would like to go, or to participate on Zoom, there is more information and details of how to sign up in Connect Up. There is a link for you to be able to click on there and get more information.
Yes. Anniversary talks. The Friends of St Peter's are running a mini-series of talks on Thursday lunchtimes, isn't it, really?
It is, yeah.
And the first one is by a former
espionage
officer.
Yes.
Which promises to be very interesting. So that's at St Peter's Church, Newenden. They suggest you either get a snack from Nibbles next door to eat at the church, or you might like to book a table for lunch at the White Hart, just opposite the church, and make a little event of it. So
Very
that's
nice.
information about those talks.
Yes.
Thursdays next year.
Now, the rest of Coming Down the Tracks features a series of posters that tell you about lots of forthcoming events that are taking place in and around all of our churches and local communities. So do come along. A couple to draw your attention to. Next weekend, 4th of December, Light in the Darkness, the service for St Michael's Church floodlighting. So come along to that and see the lights being turned on and the church standing out once again on the horizon with its lights. So that's really rather special. And indeed, if anyone would like to contribute in memory of someone to having the lights left on or the floodlights put on at St Michael's Church, there is information there on a poster about how you can do that. So do get in touch with Jenny Coppins to have that special day laid aside.
Pardon? Laid aside?
Well, a special day
Oh.
for your lights or for the lights in
you
memory
mean.
of
Sorry.
who you would like
Yes.
them for.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Set aside, maybe
Yeah.
that would be a better phrase.
Okay. Well, either's good.
Yes.
We've got a bit on the bit of information about the town carol service in Tenchton on the 21st of December, and something to brighten up the dark days of January. An event at Wittersham Church on Friday, the 20th of January. It says here.
Yes.
Free drink and nibbles from 6 o'clock. Talk from 6:30. Called Mad Men and the Artists, and it says here, a light-hearted evening of art and advertising. There we go. After the talk, a delicious supper by donation, and in brackets it says £20.
So there's information there about house
tickets.
book for that. Tony Rawlins is doing the talk,
He's
so
doing
it's
the talk.
guaranteed to be a
It'll
really
be a good evening.
Yeah, Tony does a
Yeah.
good talk.
Yes.
So, and I think that's it. Other than to mention, we know for a fact that the Tenterden double issue December January magazine is now available. If you are a deliverer, can you please pop in and collect your round and let the news out there, if you want to pick up your copy. And I think that I'm right in saying that the Appledore Parish magazine, Outlook on Oxney, and the Newenden Rovenden magazine are also all out in the next few days.
Huge thanks to our editors.
Absolutely, yeah. There's a lot of information about Christmas services as well. And don't forget to have a look at our website, our brand new website, which also will have information about all of our Christmas services, indeed, right up to the end of January. That's www.tentrocks.churches.co.uk.
Yes.
So there we go.
So birthdays now.
It is birthdays.
And we have 6. Now this is
6.
quite a galaxy of birthday people. Brian Sharp. Now Brian is 98 this year.
Is he 98 or 99?
No, he's a year behind.
He is a year behind, right.
Yeah.
So Brian
is 98. Lillian Johnson is 25.
She'll be delighted.
She will. Colin Deverell is 99.
Oh, so cool.
Matthew Parking is barely out of nappies. I guess Matthew must be in his 30s. Jeffrey Davison,
Oh.
who defies the ageing process, and Julia Jessett. So let's just recap. So Brian and Lillian have got their birthdays tomorrow, Sunday. Colin is on Monday, when he'll be 99, and he's very insistent we tell you about that. Matthew Parkin on Tuesday, Jeffrey Davison and Julia Jessett on Friday. So there we are. And obviously we've got our fountain candle.
Yeah,
for all
which
6.
I managed to forget. Right.
Okay.
Oh,
Banner.
Oh, come on. Whey! Right, better get going. Lots of names to remember.
And
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Brian, Lillian, Colin, Matthew, Jeffrey, and Julia. Woo! Happy birthday to you. Look at that. I wonder what the total combined age is, given that we've got a 99 and a 98 there.
Yeah.
Oh, busy week.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be.
Fabulous.
Lots of candles.
Yes. Lots of candles.
Lots of
This
candles.
is the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. Anyway,
there we go.
That's us finished.
It is. Shall we leave them with the angels of the
let's have a
realms
bit
of
more
glory?
angels from the realms of glory. Here we
And
go.
look forward to seeing you in our churches, hopefully over the next day or so. Ready for some Advent singing as
Isn't that a
well?
lovely festive sound?
Oh, I
I
love
don't recognise our voices. There's me, 4-part harmony all by myself. Right, bye all.
that. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.